Hey everybody, let's do our next security term of the day. Today let's do two, fail open and fail closed. Fail open and fail closed are more of a technical description. If something fails open, it's literally wide open, like if there's a fire door and the door failed open, that would mean that people could easily just walk straight through, so can the fire. Literally the door is open. Or if a firewall fails open, that means that all data can pass. The firewall is just an expensive block in the way, and all the traffic is just coming and going, whether you wanted to control it or not, if it's in a failure state. If something is failed closed, that means it's shut down. It's not going to allow anything to pass. So a fire door, think about it, a fire door, it's a very heavy door, and it's built and constructed to hold back fire for a significant period of time above normal doors. So a fire door, I actually want the door to fail closed. I want it to go into a shut condition so that it keeps the fire on one side or the other. If a firewall fails closed, it is truly a block in the way of the traffic. Nothing's going to get past it. It's going to block all traffic in and out. Nothing's going to pass across that particular wire that it's on. Now the question is, how do you want it to fail? So let's go back to fire door. I want the fire door to actually fail in a closed condition. When I ask students this, usually a lot of people say, no, we want it to fail open. What I have to say is you actually are thinking about the lock. You want the lock on the door to fail open so that you could open the door if you're on the same side as the fire. If you're on the same side of the fire, you need to get out of there, close that fire door back, and allow the fire to have to beat through that door in order to be able to get through. But you need the people to be able to pass. So a fire door, I want the door closed, lock open. If it was on the outside of a building, that would not be the right condition. I want the fire door closed and I want the lock closed. But if you're inside the building with the fire, you need to be able to get out. That's where we have those manual push bars that are a manual override on the lock so that you can actually exit. You can't come back in that door, but that would be the intention. So somebody couldn't pull the fire alarm and cause the door to open so they could go in the back way into the building, back way into the corporation, and be able to get to anything without having to go through guards or any kind of entrance badge or something of that sort. So fire door, I want door closed, lock open, maybe closed. If it's a firewall, I want the firewall closed. If it's the one up against the internet. If it's a firewall that the internet is first going to hit, there's other equipment in the way, but the first firewall that traffic from the internet is going to hit, if that fails, I would want it normally to fail into a closed condition. There might be an exception out there, but it would depend on the business. So just general statement, I would think that firewall fail closed. But if the firewall is within the business and it's between a doctor and the patient records, we need that firewall to fail open. If the doctor can't get to the patient records while attending to a patient, that could actually cause a life-threatening scenario if they don't understand what kind of drugs the patient's allergic to or something else where they need to access that record. Now, those firewalls are debatable. So if you don't agree with me, that's fine. The thing is that we need to decide in the business how we want things to work and how we want them to fail. If we don't determine how they need to fail before they fail, we might have a bigger problem on our hands. So fail open is technical. It's letting traffic pass. Failing closed is shut down. It's technical. Nothing's going to be able to pass. Check the next video for fail secure and fail safe.